President Donald Trump has commuted the sentence of Larry Hoover, the co-founder of Chicago's Gangster Disciples, a move that has sent shockwaves across the country and sparked intense public debate. Hoover, who has spent decades behind bars for charges including murder, conspiracy, and drug trafficking, has long been a controversial figure. His commutation adds another layer to an already complex legacy, raising questions about justice, rehabilitation, and the influence of politics on sentencing decisions. Hoover has been imprisoned since the 1970s and was later convicted on federal charges in the 1990s that resulted in a life sentence. Over the years, advocates have argued that Hoover has undergone a transformation while incarcerated, using his influence to promote peace and steer younger generations away from gang life. Supporters claim he has distanced himself from the violence that once defined the organization he helped create, and they point to his outreach efforts as a sign of redemption. Trump's decision to grant clemency follows growing calls from celebrities, activists, and some community leaders who believe Hoover's continued incarceration no longer serves a purpose. Figures like Kanye West have previously voiced support for Hoover's release, citing systemic issues within the criminal justice system and the need for second chances. The commutation is being interpreted by some as part of a broader effort to address criminal justice reform, a topic Trump occasionally leaned into during his presidency. However, not everyone agrees with the decision. Critics argue that Hoover remains a dangerous figure whose past crimes caused irreparable harm to communities across Chicago and beyond. Law enforcement officials and some victims' advocates believe releasing him sends the wrong message, undermining decades of work to dismantle violent criminal organizations. For them, the magnitude of his crimes should outweigh any claims of rehabilitation. The families of victims and longtime residents of affected neighborhoods are grappling with conflicting emotions. Some express anger and disappointment, while others remain open to the idea of redemption and reintegration. The commutation doesn't erase Hoover's past, but it does create a new chapter in a long and controversial story. As news spreads, reactions continue to pour in from political leaders, community organizers, and members of the public. The debate around Larry Hoover's release touches on deeper themes of punishment, forgiveness, and the role of government in shaping outcomes for those who once led lives defined by violence. While Hoover is not immediately released, the commutation drastically alters the course of his sentence, and the broader conversation around his case will likely continue for years to come.